Welcome back to Opening Statements. It's time to talk about what is tipping the scales of justice. Karen Reed is set to appear in court in our next hour, and things are already heating up outside of the courthouse. We've got our cameras posted up, filming things. This is a live look. Look at all these protesters with their Free Karen Reed signs. Getting ready for her arrival. Of course, she's out on bond, so we may see her here as soon as she makes her way to the courthouse. We're going to show you that. Today's a big day. Her defense team is asking for a lot. They want to be able to test some DNA evidence. DNA belonging to investigators who worked this case. So that's coming up today. And they're hoping that the results from the independent testing they want to do will help further their claims that Karen Reed is a victim of a conspiracy.
So is this a cover-up, and if so, who's leading the cover-up?
Your guess is as good as mine. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. The
Massachusetts, who do you think it is?
Well, certainly the Massachusetts State Police is involved. There are people that were in that house that are involved. Brian Albert is involved. Jennifer McCabe is involved. The rest of the folks that were in that house, there's some level of involvement by every one of them.
It feels we're the only ones fighting for the truth of what happened to John O'Keefe. And me and my family and my attorneys and my team have marshaled every resource to get to the truth. Just feels like no one else wants it.
Karen, just to be clear, you didn't do it.
We know who did it, Steve. We know. And we know who spearheaded this cover-up. You all know.
Ooh. The defense also wants 6 letters exchanged between the Norfolk County District Attorney and the Department of Justice to be made public. Now think of the DOJ. Okay, here's why. Because there's been reporting that there's a federal probe going on into this case to see if the investigation was on the up and up. And apparently there was a DA that the apparently there was a letter rather that the Norfolk County DA sent to the Department of Justice asking for the investigation to be transferred out of Massachusetts. So the Reed defense team wants to see all those documents. They want to see the exchanges. I want to know what's going on with the federal probe, because I was popping off at the start of the show about how this case should have been handled by the Attorney General's office from the outset. Let me bring in someone who used to work for the Attorney General's office. Law enforcement litigation expert Sonny Slaughter still with me, and want to welcome into the program trial attorney Michelle Thomas here too. Sonny, does it baffle you that nobody up there thought, oh, maybe we ought to avoid the appearance of impropriety here and send this case over to the AG's office?
I'm confused and concerned. And I mean, this is like the red flag that's waving like the white one saying help. I am not sure why law enforcement did not see this as inappropriate, improper, potentially conflicting, and not just do what they need to do the first time. This is why people have such ills and angst about our criminal justice system and policing as a profession. Let's just do it right the first time so we don't have to keep making these missteps and people keep questioning whether we are doing it right at all.
Right, Sonny. This is just terrible. I mean, unless they didn't want it to go to the AG's office because they knew they would do things above board, and there couldn't be the cover-up that the Reed defense team is alleging, right? But I can't imagine how somebody didn't step in. This case makes me so mad. Michelle Thomas, I want to play a clip here and get your reaction here. So there's allegations from the defense that this trooper, state trooper, why a state trooper is leading a homicide investigation, I want to know. But, you know, the state trooper is leading this homicide investigation, and presumably because there's a vehicle death, but still, usually they involve other agencies. But the DA is doubling down, saying that this trooper did not do anything wrong. He did not plant evidence. He was never even at the scene on the day of the incident to possibly plant evidence. Take a listen.
Michael Proctor, the state police trooper, being accused of planting evidence outside 34 Fairview Road, was never at Fairview Road on the day of the incident. Proctor and his state police partner traveled together the entire day while other officers were processing 34 Fairview. Trooper Proctor was not there and did not plant evidence at 34 Fairview Road.
Michelle Thomas, as I listen to the DA, I'm just thinking, you know, he better be right. He better know. Tell me what you're thinking, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to say he wasn't there, but they have to prove it. And the defense has the right to investigate and to gather all the data and evidence they need, DNA and otherwise, to determine who was at the scene. And also, I understand that that comment contradicts earlier representations that suggested that the trooper was there. So I think that there's a lot going on here that's a problem, and it doesn't smell past the smell test as far as I'm concerned.
No, you're right, Michelle, it does not. Something stinks up in Boston. And we're going to go there live in a couple minutes, and I'm so glad you both are coming with me. Michelle Thomas, Sonny Slaughter, stand by, please. My friends, that is all for this hour of opening statements, but I'm staying with you. And if you like this hour of the show, you can watch it again. You can share it if you want. We've got it up for you on courttv.com. Just click on the shows tab. Up next, it's Court TV Live, and we're going here to the courthouse in Massachusetts where Karen Reed's big motions hearing set to get underway any minute.